In the dark and twisted world of Marvel's four Horsemen of Apocalypse, each member represents an apocalyptic force that reshapes the battlefield. Among them, Abraham Kieros, also known as War, was one of the most fearsome and tragic figures to take up the mantle. His story is one of transformation, from a helpless man to an instrument of destruction, power, and devastation at the hands of one of the X-Men's greatest villains, Apocalypse. Abraham Kieros first appeared in X Factor number 11, 1987, created by Louise Simonson and Walter Simonson. Before he became War, Kieros was a former soldier, a man who had fought in battle, only to find himself left paralyzed and helpless. He could do nothing but watch as the world continued without him, until Apocalypse found him. Apocalypse, the eternal mutant warlord, sought out individuals who embodied the traits of his four horsemen, using his advanced genetic manipulation to enhance their abilities and turn them into his heralds of destruction. Seeing Kieros as the perfect candidate for War, Apocalypse restored his mobility and granted him immense destructive power, transforming him into a being capable of raining devastation upon his enemies. As War, Kieros was gifted with powerful energy-based abilities, particularly the power to generate massive concussive explosions by clapping his hands together. His combat skills, tactical mind, and newfound destructive capabilities made him an unstoppable force on the battlefield. Alongside the other horsemen, Pestilence, Famine, and Death, who was later revealed to be Angel, one of the original X-Men, War became one of Apocalypse's most loyal enforcers. His first major battle came against X Factor, the team made up of the original X-Men, including Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Beast. As one of Apocalypse's horsemen, War fought relentlessly, demonstrating his immense power and ruthless dedication to his new master. However, despite his strength, he was ultimately defeated and freed from Apocalypse's control. Unlike some of Apocalypse's horsemen, who continued to wreak havoc long after their service, War faded into obscurity following his defeat. He never regained the same level of influence or threat, largely disappearing from major Marvel storylines. Other individuals would go on to take the mantle of War, but Kieros' time as a horseman remains one of the most tragic and intriguing transformations in X-Men history. Though Abraham Kieros may not be the most well-known of Apocalypse's horsemen, his story represents the twisted cycle of power, servitude, and destruction that Apocalypse brings wherever he goes. His transformation from a paralyzed veteran to an agent of annihilation showcases the cost of power, that sometimes even a second chance at life comes with a terrible price. With the X-Men set to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there is always a possibility that the four Horsemen of Apocalypse will rise again, potentially bringing War back into the spotlight. Whether as a new incarnation or a reimagining of Kieros himself, his legacy as one of Apocalypse's most devastating creations remains a crucial part of Marvel's mutant mythos.